What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to a new video of the Buendia Awards, and in this video I'm going to give the award of the 3 best returns of the year. It's completely based in personal opinion and in which returns I enjoy more and who have or more impact, but in general, which 3 returns I really like the most. Okay, this was a good year talking about returns. I think that many wrestlers return and was a good year, of course. So okay, I'm going to start this top in the third position with a return of the Royal Rumble. In Royal Rumble we have some returns, especially in the Women's Rumble, because okay, we have the Charlotte return, Trish Stratus, Nikki Bella, but the top 3 of the 3 place of the Buendia Awards of 2025 is going to be to Alexa Bliss. Why? Simple, because she's my favorite female wrestler of all time, and I really want to Alexa to return. That's no more. Of course, it was a great return. The crowd makes a huge pop, and maybe the greatest pop of the year, or one of the greatest, especially the greatest of the Royal Rumble. And okay, when I watched WWE when I was a kid in 2017, 2018, Alexa was in the top of the company. She was a Raw Women's Champion many times, SmackDown Women's Champion. During this year, Alexa is in the top, and she always be champion. And when I returned to watch WWE in 2024, she was out because she was a mother. She had a baby, and she was out. So, and I really want to Alexa to return to the rings, because yes, this is my favorite wrestler. I put in third because in the top 2 I'm going to I prefer the other 2 returns. Because okay, the Alexa return is a thing that I suppose that is going to happen one day. I remember during the starts of the year there are some speculation that Alexa have problems in the contract and they didn't reach a terms. But okay, she finally returned at Royal Rumble and was great. The problem, for example, in Royal Rumble, they make bad the thing, for example, with the Charlotte return, because announced the Charlotte return like 3 weeks before. In my opinion, this is stupid. I understand that they make that to sell more tickets, but okay, the Royal Rumble is to make the return there, not 3 weeks ago I'm going to enter to the Royal Rumble. No, that's stupid. For that reason, the top 3, the 3 best return of the 2025 was the return of Alexa Bliss, because yes, this is my favorite female wrestler, and no more. No, I don't need more arguments. Okay, in the top 2, I'm going to put Ilya Dragunov, the El Tsar, the Russian beast, the best fucking wrestler nowadays in WWE. Why this is true? Okay, the last year he injured the knee, and okay, I was hoping that when he returned he get a good push, and I don't know what, but I really want that when he returned they should make a good thing with him, not okay, as a normal return, I get injured, I return, and I'm going to make nothing or be over like Carmelo Hayes. No, I really want that when Ilya Dragunov return, I really hope that he get a huge push or go against Gunther for the heavyweight champion. I just want something special for Ilya Dragunov for his return, or be with the Vision. I don't know, something, but the only thing that I want is that Ilya Dragunov get a push when he returned. And when I watched in SmackDown and I saw that he returned against Sami Zayn, well, when he entered to the Open Challenge, I was thinking, I hope that he's going to win. Because, okay, the normal thing is to think that, okay, Sami is going to retain, because nowadays everybody retains title, Sami is the face, it's Open Challenge, so it's strange that it is Sami Zayn lost the title. But I expect that he won, because Ilya Dragunov won, because for me it was like so strange that he returned only to lose against Sami Zayn in an Open Challenge. Because I expect a huge return, like okay, going for a heavyweight champion or something like that. And I think he cannot return to just lose against Sami Zayn in an Open Challenge like a normal jobber. It's impossible to make a world return. So I don't expect so much for Triple H and the Bookers. I have no huge expectative, but in this specific thing, I think they cannot make the thing so bad. It's impossible that they make that Ilya lost in his return in an Open Challenge. It's impossible. and they make me not surprised because I expected, but okay, it's of course a surprise because I expected, but it's not obvious that Ilya is going to dethrone Sami Zayn. And it's not only because Ilya returned and dethroned Sami Zayn. Apart, the match was great, very great. Later, Ilya is still making more great matches in his open challenge, but this match was great. Sami Zayn was making good, very good open challenge, but this was the best. So yes, this return is the second because first Ilya still just spent 1 year injured. I really hope that he returned great. He returned and he dethroned Sami Zayn for the United States Champions. It's a return winning the United States title, who is great, and in a great match. So for that reason, Ilya Dragunov is second for return, winning a title after a year injured, his first title in WWE, and in a great match, who is important. And okay, because okay, for example, Becky Lynch have more or less the same history. She returned after 1 year to win the championship in WrestleMania. The difference is that Ilya Dragunov wrestled like 200 more better times than Becky Lynch. And apart, Becky Lynch is multiple times world champion, and Ilya Dragunov, this is his first title in WWE. And okay, I'm a little bit scared about that. Dragunov is going to be a jobber in the main roster, and for me was a great notice that understand that the WWE really want Dragunov to be important in the main roster. Or for the moment, this is what looks. And okay, in number one, Brock Lesnar, the Beast. Brock Lesnar, number one of Buendia Awards return of 2025. The return of Brock Lesnar was the best return ever. Why? Simple, because everybody thinks that Lesnar is never going to return to WWE, me included. I was thinking that Lesnar is never going to be back, and Lesnar was, of course, one of my favorite wrestlers when I was a kid, because he's the fucking beast. He has a huge arm, huge. He's a beast. He's not a human. He's a beast. Apart, he's UFC champion, who I think that this helps so much the business because this gives more realistic to the wrestling. Have a real most dangerous man in the world. So for me, Lesnar is top. And when I was a kid, the rivalry between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar was the best. And see that Brock Lesnar return when everybody thinks that he's not going to return, for me is the best thing. For example, Alexa. Okay, Alexa could be in the same level of, for me, like Brock Lesnar, talking about favorite wrestler. What's the difference? Why Alexa is third and Lesnar is first? Why? Because Alexa, everybody expect that Alexa is going to return, and I expect that Alexa is going to return. The difference is that Lesnar, everybody thinks that he's never going to return, so was a great notice to see Lesnar in the main event of SummerSlam. What a great moment. Say, Brock Lesnar, making an F5 to Cena, was great. And later again beating Cena, because Cena during this year, okay, at the end of the year he lost more matches, especially against fucking Dominic Mysterio, but Cena during this year he lost in Royal Rumble, but he's not lost. He won the Elimination Chamber, he won in WrestleMania, he won in Backlash, he won in King of the Ring, he won in Money in the Bank. I don't know. Yes, in Money in the Bank against R-Truth. He won in some Saturday main events against R-Truth. Okay, Cena is winning everything during this year. Okay, he lost against Cody Rhodes in SummerSlam, but Brock Lesnar, F5, 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 and finally beating John Cena. So that's great to have Brock Lesnar back. And later he make another rivalry to the War Games. So it was great to watch him against Roman. By the way, for the moment they are not making so much with Lesnar, but at least he returned, and I'm glad to see Lesnar again in WWE. So that's my top three. Third, Alexa, cause she's my favorite female wrestler, and she returns. That I don't need more. Ilya Dragunov. That's a different return, cause the return of Dragunov is more important, cause he won the United States title in his return and in a great match. The Alexa have the component of she's my favorite wrestler, I don't need more, Dragunov have the component of course, he's the fucking best wrestler, but his return is not so important because everybody knows that he's going to return because he turned he injured the knee. But what he do in his return, winning the United States title and making a great match against Sami Zayn was great. And the top one should be Brock Lesnar because everybody think that Brock Lesnar is never going to return to WWE, and he fucking returned in SummerSlam and was great to see Brock Lesnar again. And okay, that's my top 3. Alexa 3, in the second position Dragunov, and in the first position Brock Lesnar. And okay, but this year had great returns, and I want to mention honorific mention in the fourth, for example, in the fourth place goes AJ Lee. Everybody puts AJ Lee higher, but okay, was a good return, but she disappeared and she came for a match against the 2-against-2 match in WrestlePalooza. Later she disappeared. Later she returned for War Games. Now she disappeared again. So okay, the return could be fine, but because okay, she left like 10 years ago. But first was like so announced, everybody knows that AJ Lee is going to return that day. It was obvious because Becky Lynch entering the history between CM Punk and Rollins, so everybody knows that AJ Lee is going to return. First, it's so obvious, and second, after the return they didn't make nothing with AJ Lee. So for that reason, AJ Lee is not in my top 5, in my top 3. And another honorific mention, for example, to be top 5, Dolph Ziggler. Cause okay, it was only for one night he lost against Solo Sikoa, but okay, to be in the 5th place was Dolph Ziggler. But okay, this is a top 3, so Alexa Bliss, Ilya Dragunov, and Brock Lesnar. So okay, that's my top 3 of returns of the year. And this day I'm going to record more videos of the Buendia Awards. Bye bye, motherfuckers.